Hello everybody, Sani here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about Intellia building a partnership that involves owning equity in a biotech company that's basically trying to tackle the retinal disease problem. I want to talk about all of that in this video. Now, before we do that, before we jump into today's video, you guys know the drill. Like this video, smash that like button, destroy that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. In this channel, we don't ask you guys anything. We don't have courses. We don't have anything to sell. It's just about liking our videos, subscribing, leaving comments there if you have questions, feedback, input, or even if you want to go a step further, hit that notification bell and then share with your friends and family on social media. So this news was released yesterday. Intellia Therapeutics and Sparing Vision announced strategic collaboration to develop novel ocular therapies using CRISPR-Cas9 technology, right? So collaboration combines Intellia proprietary genome editing technology platform with Sparing Vision's significant ophthalmology expertise. Intellia will grant Sparing Vision exclusive rights to its leading in vivo CRISPR-Cas9 technology for the development of ocular therapies directed to 3 targets. Intellia will receive an equity stake in Sparing Vision and will have an option to obtain exclusive US commercial rights for ocular therapies for 2 targets. Right, so then Sparing Vision held a webcast yesterday, and we'll go over some of the notes that some of our viewers took. So really the key point of this partnership, if we really want to highlight, the big part is Intellia is basically giving exclusive right to this company, Sparing Vision, to use the CRISPR-Cas9 in vivo approach, basically licensing their tech out, and Intellia will then receive a 10% equity ownership stake in Sparing Vision, the company. Now, this company is a private company, so it is not a public company, Sparing Vision. And Intellia will also be eligible to receive certain development and commercial milestone payments around $200 million per product. And a last point here is for products candidate Intellia chooses to option, Intellia will pay an opt-in fee and reimburse certain costs, share a 50% of development costs, and pay royalties to Sparing Vision on US sales. So you want to make sure you read those types of details. So there's certain trade-offs on both sides, right? And again, I think this is a win-win. In my opinion, I'm reading this. I love it, right? I just love it. A couple of points here. First of all, Intellia has already proved the efficiency of in vivo with CRISPR-Cas9 through their Intellia 2001 program back in June, when we basically had a huge boom in genomics, CRISPR companies in terms of valuations because of Intellia 2001 data, where they basically proved that they could reduce TTR reduction by like 97% in one of the patients, I believe. It was quite stunning. It was quite astonishing. And to me, building this partnership makes total sense. Sparing Vision needs CRISPR-Cas9 technology, and who better to partner up with a company like Intellia that is basically specialized with this field, specifically with in vivo Cas9. Now, do I like this? Of course I like this. 10% equity stake in a company. I know a lot of you guys are investors, and some of you are really involved with VCs, the VC space, and especially when it comes to private companies. And I think the number one rule for founders is never give up equity in your company, right? Do everything else you want to do, right? Give up cash up front, always do that, but never give up equity. Because when you do give up equity, regardless how many percent that is, you basically are giving up ownership of your company to another entity, right? And in this case, I just love that Intellia was able to grab away 10% of this company. Now, if this company ends up failing, if this company, Sparing Vision, doesn't end up delivering on their promises, leadership doesn't execute, there could be numerous reasons why this company could fail. Then it is what it is, and Intellia basically, gets this loss and they move on. But if this company becomes huge, right? If Sparing Vision becomes a $1, $2, $3, $5 billion market cap company, right? Providing that the fact that they could expand on their research, R&D, and basically provide results that investors love, then 10% could go a long way for Intellia. They could literally match what they have in the cash in the bank at that point. Now, obviously, I'm making speculations here. This is not financial advice. You guys have to do your own research. But this is why equity is always important, right? Royalties, having $200 million per product is quite great. It's quite big. But, you have to realize that equity is always what you want. This is what Beam Therapeutics have done in the past. This is the Moderna playbook here. You want to own equity, right? You want to be a platform, right? You want to have this proprietary technology that you license the tech out, and that has a biotech company. You're basically making money off the idea that others that basically paid you to have your technology can execute now. Now, there are risks involved in that, but that's a strategy that I've seen this happening in biotech, specifically with CRISPR companies. Caribou Biosciences are doing this. Obviously, Ginkgo Bioworks, not in CRISPR company, but in the synthetic biology, are doing this, especially with their deal with Kronos, I believe, the weed companies. So you have to love those types of deals, right? So I'm gonna go with Yair here. We've covered Yair in our previous videos. He's making fabulous Twitter threads explaining some of these latest news, latest actions with some of these CRISPR companies. And in this case, he's having a thread on what the partnership is about. Now, he's listened to the webcast from the company that held the Sparring Vision yesterday, just like I mentioned. So let's take a look at some of the notes. So highly advise you guys to follow him on Twitter. Quite knowledgeable person here to follow. So let's take a look if we can find something here. So Sparring Vision is regarding Edit 101 results as a proof of concept. Their good safety profile has shown that CRISPR can be safely delivered in the retina by using NTLA CRISPR technique combined with their cutting edge AAVs. Significant results can be achieved, right? So Editas, obviously disappointing public markets reaction. Previous weeks we've covered that. But again, scientists and researchers look at data, right? They're looking at this data like, guys, CRISPR actually works in the retina as well. So you know what? We're going to build this relationship, pick one of these companies, in this case, Intellia, and go forward with that, right? This is what I love about this space, right? You have to think in a bigger picture, right? Think about the bigger picture, step back and look at the bigger picture and try to understand, there are many companies in the sidelines, smaller companies, private companies, but also big pharma companies looking at this space, looking at CRISPR, and they're like, this data is looking really promising. We're trying to tackle these types of diseases, whether that's retinal diseases, whether that's specific other type of diseases, and can CRISPR be in a position to sort of assist us getting there, right? And I think that's what Sparring Vision completely, that's what the process was. If you look at the deal rationale slide here, complementary to gene therapy, compelling potential CRISPR-Cas9 in the eye, the perfect strategic partner. I love that strategic partner, Intellia, having the leadership to execute. Everything they've done in the recent month is getting the job done. Leading genome editing platform, in vivo, full spectrum, proprietary LNP delivery system, enable multiple editing strategies. So really, really good. I love what I'm reading here. Let's take a look at the deal here. Again, 10% Sparring Vision equity, funding up to $200 million, just like we said. So nothing new here. Let's see if we can find anything here from the slide that could interest us. Sparring Visions to elect targets for drug development. So it looks like the targets are not clear yet. I think that's what I also saw here from their portfolio here. So officially on Sparring Vision's website, Intellia here is added with their SPVN 50, 60, and 70 programs. But the delivery method is not clear if it's AAV or LNP. And it's way too early still, but it is official, obviously. And I'm looking at here, parties to share global development costs, to receive option exercise fee. Yeah, so I think there's some good things for Sparring Vision here. Although they did give up equity, they're sharing the risk with Intellia if they do go commercial. And I love that. I mean, you got to have a win-win situation, right? You can't just expect a one-side victory here. It has to be a win-win. It has to be for this space to grow. You need partnerships, right? You need ongoing partnerships. Choosing the optimal targets, collaboration targets selected on the basis of multiple criteria analysis. right? So this is some good stuff here. CRISPR-Cas9, now using AAV expertise to deliver Cas9 into the retina. Again, Editas sort of opened this gateway for companies to look into. That's exactly why Aspiring Vision basically established this relationship with Intellia, right? And that's amazing, right? When you think about it, when you think about the big picture here, Editas that is tackling the eye disease, Intellia doesn't have that right now in their leading programs, but they were able to own 10% of a company that's tackling a retinal diseases because of Editas' success, right? I just find that amazing. I really do. I think, and I'm sure some of you also feel the same way as I do, hopefully. So let's take a look here. Next step for Aspiring Vision here. On track for a first in-human trial in 2021. On track for IND submission 2024. So this is a long time frame, right? Look at multiple catalysts from Intellia partnership in 2022, 2025 time frame. And then obviously this company will expand based on what they can achieve in the following years. So I think we need to stay tuned. I think we need to see how this partnership develops. I love what I'm seeing here. Again, 10% equity is no joke. It's amazing for Intellia. Quite bullish on Intellia. You guys know I'm full disclosure. I am invested in Intellia. I love Intellia. I love their leadership, diverse leadership. They get the job done. Back in June, what they did was amazing. So quite bullish. Sorry about the noise, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear this. This in the background, but they're doing renovations in the top floor or whatever. But we'll leave off like the video like this. Just a few notes here. I will make a BNGO video tomorrow. So Bio-Nanogenomics latest acquisition. And shout out to my father. It is his birthday. So shout out today. So shout out to my father there. Happy birthday. And we'll leave with this video like this. Like this video if you found value from it. Subscribe if you haven't, guys. It really helps the channel. And again, Intellia, CRISPR companies building these partnerships is just amazing for the space. That's what I'm seeing. Leave me a comment what you guys think about this partnership. Do you think it's significant? Do you think it's just a drop in the water? Let me know in the comments below. We'll see each other in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Thank you.